Good evening, Team Dunbar. This is Principal Ingram, and I am so excited to be with you this evening for our first virtual open house to open up the 2020-2021 school year. Listen, we know this is a year like none other, but we want you to know, parents and students, that we are committed, accountable, and available to you and your learning needs for this school year. Most certainly, we can expect that there will be challenges with technology, accessing resources and materials, but the one thing you can count on is us raising the bar as we always do and doing it with a spirit of excellence. And so we are committed to that work, and we will remain accountable and available to make sure that we are doing what's best for every child, every day, in every way. As we begin our session this evening, we want to open with a word from our superintendent, Dr. Joris M. Ray.
Greetings, awesome Shelby County Schools families. I am so excited to welcome you back to the best school year ever. Monday, August 31st, will kick off a year like none that we've ever experienced. Thanks to you and thousands of dedicated Shelby County Schools employees, we are ready to embrace this new virtual world together. Even though students can't be in our classrooms or hallways, yet our principals and teachers are ready to welcome everyone back with exceptional hospitality and grace. As you support your student in their virtual work, I also ask that you extend grace in these unprecedented times as well. None of us asked to have our world turned upside down, but now it's up to us to make the most of this moment in time. Strong schools go hand in hand with a strong community. Last week, you came out in record-breaking numbers during device deployment. You called and emailed and tweeted your encouragement in ways that our staff has deeply appreciated. You set up areas in your homes from which virtual learning can occur. You have truly been wind beneath the wings of the district. Now it's time to start the new school year. It's likely we won't always get everything perfect, but we will always be working to make sure we're doing what is best for your children. Thank you for your support, because you know that we are stronger together. Coronavirus would not defeat us. We are 901.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ray, for those encouraging words as we get ready to embark on this new normal of virtual learning. Listen, parents, we know that you may be nervous and that you have so many questions. And so tonight is designed to kind of answer those questions and kind of calm those fears that you may have. Listen, this is the moment. We've been saying for years, we're getting ready to prepare kids for college and career readiness. Well, this is the moment. Our kids are going to be able to learn much more than just English language arts, reading, and science and social studies, but they're going to learn those soft skills that will equip them to be able to navigate in the workplace, such as operating a platform such as Teams, and even being able to correspond via email. Our children are ready for this moment, and we're going to rise to the occasion right alongside with them. So tonight's agenda is outlined as follows. We're going to go over a couple of expectations for virtual learning. We're going to introduce you to our Dunbar Elementary team. We're going to talk about the first day of virtual instruction and what you can expect, instructional blocks and schedules, what we expect of you as parents and thought partners in this work, our attendance expectations, meal distribution, and then finally a couple of frequently asked questions. Let's move forward. So the first thing in regards to expectations for virtual learning, parents, it's essential that our babies are on time for school. Our school hours are 8 to 4 p.m. for K through 5 and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. for pre-K. You may be asking, where's that additional hour coming from? As you recall, last year, we were absorbed into the district's iZone 2.0. And with that, we are afforded the opportunity to work an additional hour to kind of catch our students up. And so in this case, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic and missing such drastic amounts of school, we will be able to use that extra hour to meet the needs of our students through intervention and extending instructional blocks. Students can begin logging into the Teams platform as early as 8 a.m., but they should be ready to go by 8:15 a.m. Our expectations for virtual learning are outlined in the SCS Virtual Code of Conduct. This presentation will be emailed to you, and as you might note, you see orange text. That orange text is actually a hyperlink. So when you receive this email from myself as well as the teachers, you'll be able to click on the orange link and access the documents that I am referring to. But in general, we just want to encourage our students to be good digital citizens. Boys and girls, when you type something or you post something in these platforms, it's permanent. Even when you try to delete it, it can always be pulled up and accessed again. And so we ask that as you operate as a digital citizen, you be safe, you be responsible, and you be respectful. We'll spend lots of time going over those expectations, parents, with our students in the first week of school, but we want you to know that we are doing everything in our power to make sure they understand the power that they have and how to use that power. So here's a hot button topic: dress code. First and foremost, we do not have a uniform policy for this year. However, policy 6021, and I've hyperlinked that in for you, just expects our students to remain presentable. And so we're not expecting to see students logging in pajamas or still having head garments on. But parents, as long as they have on a nice clean t-shirt, polo shirt, and they're fully clothed, we're happy. We just expect our students to be presentable. If you have any questions about that, you can always reach out to me or to the teachers, but we do want you to know that, hey, you don't have to put on a uniform, but some of you already have them. And so if you want to do that to make your child feel like they're really in a school building, go for it. But it is certainly not something that is mandatory. So expectations for virtual learning. We want you to create a learning space. And I know there are plenty of things on Pinterest, on social media, where people are creating these super fancy spaces, but don't overthink it, parents. Keep it simple and just stay organized. You want to create a space in which your student can regularly go to. They know Monday through Friday, this is my space. This is where my supplies are. This is where my materials are. I can charge my device. I even have a power supply nearby. We've kind of been testing those devices, and they give probably about 4 hours on a full charge. And so we know that the school day is around 8 hours. And so you're going to have to charge at some point. So I definitely suggest getting some type of power strip or extension cord that's readily accessible for the students. So all they have to do is pull it up, plug it in, and keep going with learning. Lunch breaks. So for us here at Dunbar, our school-wide lunch will be at 11:30 for students who are in kindergarten through 5th. We've done this so that you parents would not have to be preparing lunch at different hours of the day, but you can have lunch with your students all at once. And so we will also be giving breaks throughout our instructional blocks, and we'll be giving brain breaks and opportunities for students to work in what is called either asynchronous or a synchronous format. And that simply means if it's asynchronous, they're doing it independently, or if it's synchronous, they're doing it all together with the teacher. You don't have to worry about that. Our teachers will guide that process, and they'll use timers throughout the day to kind of notify students of when it's time for a break or when they can turn cameras off and when they can work independently. But just know that our breaks and our brain breaks, all of those things, they have been designed to be grade level appropriate. So our kindergartners will have more frequent breaks than our 5th graders. And so just know that we'll be working through that process together. And if you ever have any concerns or questions about the breaks or amount of breaks, feel free to reach out to your child's teacher or myself. At this time, I want to pause for a second because you've heard a lot from me, but you want to know who's going to be in front of your child. So let me take this moment to introduce our 2020-2021 staff. Here goes.
My name is Ms. Brown, and I will be working with you as your pre-K teacher for the upcoming school year.
Welcome back, Dunbar and future Dunbar Pandas. My name is Ms. Patty, and I'll be working with our youngest Pandas in pre-K this 2020-21 school year.
Hi, Dunbar Pandas. This is Mrs. Bracefield in kindergarten.
Hi, Pandas. My name is Miss Wright, and I'm a kindergarten teacher at Dunbar Elementary School.
Greetings, first graders. Welcome back, Dunbar Pandas and future Pandas. My name is Mrs. Shaw, and I will be working with you as your first grade ELA, reading, and math teacher.
Welcome back, Dunbar Pandas. My name is Miss Farguson, and I will be teaching the fantastic first grade this school year.
Welcome back, Pandas. I'm Miss Cheryl.
I'm Miss Boyson.
And we are so excited to teach second grade reading this year.
Dunbar Pandas. My name is Mr. Knight, and I have the privilege and honor to serve as your second grade math teacher for the 2020-2021 academic school year. DUNBAR. Pandas about to take it far.
My name is Ms. Hogue, and I'll be teaching third grade math and science. See you soon.
My name is Miss Brazil, and I will be your reading, language, writing, and social studies teacher.
I am the fourth grade ELA and social studies teacher.
Welcome back, Dunbar Pandas. My name is Ms. Cobbs, and I will be working with you all for the 2021 school year as the fourth grade math and science teacher.
My name is Miss Golden, and I'm going to be your fifth grade math and science teacher at Dunbar Elementary School.
Welcome back, fifth grade Pandas. I'm Miss Ronald, or you can call me Miss R.
And I'm Miss Wade.
We're going to teach you ELA
And social studies.
We can't wait to meet you.
My name is Miss Oliver, and I will be your kindergarten through fifth grade instructional resource / special education teacher.
And parents, my name is Coach Fant. I will be your new virtual PE teacher this 2021 school year.
Welcome back, Dunbar Pandas. My name is Mr. Mason, and I will be your music teacher for the 2021 school year.
My name is Mr. Jackson. I will be working with you as your visual art teacher for the 2020-21 school year.
Hey, all you Dunbar Pandas and future Pandas. My name is Mr. Coward, and I'm your student support specialist from Communities and Schools. Look forward to meeting everyone, and have a great year.
Hello and welcome, Dunbar Pandas. My name is Miss Williams, and I am your professional school counselor.
Hello, Dunbar Pandas. My name is Miss Pfeiffer, and I will be working as your PLC coach this year. Let's have a great year.
DUNBAR. Pandas, we are about to raise the bar. It's me, Principal Ingram, welcoming you back for the 2020-2021 school year. Pandas, let's get ready to make some noise. So now that you've had a chance to meet our staff, let's talk about our instructional blocks. So kindergarten and first grade will have a homeroom teacher, art, music, PE, and they will also take computer lab where we will do various interventions with them. Second through fifth grade students will be departmentalized, which means they will have a homeroom teacher, but one will be the ELA and social studies teacher, and the other teacher will be math or science. So they'll spend one half of the day with one teacher and the other half of the day with the other. They will also have art, music, PE, and computer lab. Now, these classes will be reflected in Microsoft Teams. And so parents, when you log into Teams, you will see a screenshot like mine. Now, mine has the entire school. But when you log in, you should be able to see your child's teacher and different icons such as art from Mr. Jackson, music from Mr. Mason, and Dunbar Physical Education for Coach Fant. If you have trouble accessing it, you can always call us here at the school. But when you log in, if you look over to the left-hand side of the screen, you just see that button that says Teams. Once you're actually in the app, click that and you'll be able to see all of your child's classes. Now, I've posted a couple of our sample instructional blocks. Our kindergarten and first grade schedules kind of look the same, but as you can see across all of the schedules, lunch is the same. Again, that is so you can have lunch as a family and not be worried about trying to keep up with various times of the day. Now, our students in 3rd through 5th grade, again, as well as 2nd, but particularly with these schedules that I have posted, they are departmentalized, which means they will have 2 teachers that are teaching their core content. And so they will not necessarily have to move within teams. And when we'll talk about that a little bit later during demo day, but they won't have to move around. The only time they'll move is when they will access their support classes. And of course, their teachers will tell them what classes to take, and then the support teachers will direct them back to class. Sounds like a lot, but I promise it's not. And if you ever get stuck, you can always reach out to us here at the school. As I stated previously, all of the links that are in this PowerPoint are hyperlinked. And so again, you see an orange link at the bottom of the screen. The folder that we have provided for you with your child's instructional resources has a paper copy, but if you lose that, you can always click the hyperlink and download it to your device at home. So parents, what are your responsibilities? We know you are the village. We know you're busy, and some of our students may be with a relative, or they may be even with you at work. Who knows? We have to be so flexible in this moment. And so we understand that your child may experience some difficulties, but these are some of the core things that we would like for you to work with us on. Be sure your child has a dedicated space for learning that is free from distractions. Even something as small as having the TV on in the background, even though the child may not be watching it, what it can do is create feedback and actually be playing in the background, and that interrupts learning for the other students. And so if at all possible, make sure that the TV is not in the background and that they don't have cell phones that they're playing on during class. We want to make sure that they are really focused on learning from 8 to 4, just as they would be in this building. Ensure your child has access to additional power strips or extension cords. As I mentioned earlier, the device generally will last for about 4 hours. And so if they don't have power available, that means that the device will die and they'll miss out on important information from class. And so that's just a word of advice that if you have multiple children, a power strip would be beneficial, or either an extension cord. Help your child stay organized and on a regular schedule. That means getting in the habit of going to bed at a good hour, waking up early, having breakfast, and being ready to log on by or before 8 a.m. That will be truly instrumental for us as we navigate this new normal. Allow your children to navigate through the resources as independently as possible. But we understand in the first couple of weeks, especially with our youngest pandas, they'll need some extra support. And so feel free to assist them in toggling through the different channels or the different teams, as well as the intervention resources. Now, we are asking that you refrain from interrupting your child while they're learning or while the teacher is leading instruction, unless it is a technical issue. If you have concerns about how your child is performing, or you have questions about when an assignment is due, or just general questions for the teacher, you have their contact information. And so you can reach out to them during their planning periods, or you can shoot them a text, call them, and they will definitely return those calls. But we want to make sure that our teachers are giving our students their undivided attention during instructional times. You can also help us by joining your child's class dojo. Teachers will be sending out information and codes and information for you to join those classes. So please do that, because that's how you'll be able to know about your child's conduct, as well as just general announcements from your child's teacher. Also, once you get the app, actually check Dojo and see what they're posting in there, and also look for email updates from your child's teacher as well. Lastly, check PowerSchool and Microsoft Teams regularly for student progress. Teachers will be giving feedback and grades inside of Teams, but they'll also be uploading grades to PowerSchool as well. So be sure you're checking both on a regular basis. Student meals and attendance. So, even though our children are at home, our district has worked hard to ensure that every child has access to a good, healthy, and nutritious meal. So here at Dunbar, you will be able to come every Thursday between 9 a.m. and 12 noon, and then again from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. If that doesn't work, you can come back on Friday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. You'll just pull up to the handicap ramp that is nearest our staff entrance, and our nutrition service department will be out there to get your information, and they will simply drop the meals in your trunk. It will be a meal supply for the week, so you'll only have to come once a week. Attendance. Students must be in class by 8:15 because every minute will count. If they are not, they will be counted tardy. If you're having tech issues or your child will be absent, please email us. Email the child's teacher as well as Mr. Alexander. And if you're not able to access email, call us at 416-5000 and we'll be glad to help you. But communication is going to be key this year. If you hadn't already, make sure that your information in PowerSchool is updated, because we won't be able to see your child. We won't be able to send things home. And so accurate information is essential for us to stay on the same page for this academic school year. Student welcome folders. You've heard me call this week, and I have sent text alerts out, but we want you to come and pick up your student resources. We have the workbooks for the lessons that they'll be doing at home, so you won't have to print things out. And we also have school supplies while they last here for your children as well. But most importantly, we've created student welcome folders. In those folders, you have your user ID and your login for your device as well, for Clever as well. Clever is the portal that we use for digital textbooks, for interventions, and so it's very essential that you come by the school. If you haven't picked up that folder, we are here for the remainder of the week. You can come between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. When you pull up, just call 416-5000 and we will bring those resources to you. We also have information on counseling services, how to contact the child's teacher, student schedules, step sheets for navigating and accessing teams. And we've also, our teachers have worked to create some grade level appropriate resources that will support learning at home. So you definitely want to come by here and pick up those resources by 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. So here are a couple of frequently asked questions. How do I get the online learning materials? Our teachers will guide students through Teams and Clever. That is where their resources are for learning. We will also have Demo Day on Friday, August the 28th from 3 to 4 p.m. where all of our teachers will be live in their Teams channels. Grade levels will also host an open house starting at the beginning of September. Your students will submit their assignments all in Microsoft Teams. And don't worry, we're going to practice it with them. Teachers will record basically demos or just quick reference guides, so you'll be able to access that. But again, if all else fails, use that contact information, reach out to the teachers, and they will work with you, because we understand it's new and it'll take some time for us to adjust. But just reach out so that we can support you. Tech issues, they're going to happen, guys. And so when they do, call 416-5300, option 2. You can always call us here at the school as well, but our tech team has a specialized line for students and parents to be able to assist with that as well. So make them your first option, and if that does not work, you can always call us. How do you report a lost or broken device? Just call us here at the school and ask for Mr. Alexander, and he will walk you through that process. Lastly, how can I contact the teacher? You'll have Class Dojo, you'll have email, And all of our teachers have Google Voice numbers. And so, again, if you click this hyperlink, you can get access to that form. But we also gave you a hard copy in the student materials folders that I mentioned earlier. Before we get out of here for this evening, I want to remind you of 2 upcoming events. As you heard me say just a second ago, Friday will be Dunbar Demo Day. You log into Teams and all of the teachers will be live. And so you'll be able to click on your child's class and see the teachers in their live. They'll be able to talk to the teachers and just see different things that are in there. Actually, you can even log in now and begin to see what classes you've been assigned. Now, we're still in the process of assigning some of them, but don't worry. By Friday, all of them will be assigned and you'll be able to have access and see what it'll actually look like for day 1. Then on Sunday, right before we get ready for school, join me here on Facebook and YouTube for 'Twas the Night Before Christmas as I read Goodnight Memphis by Grace Hammond Skirch. And so we look forward to helping you set up and get excited for our school year that will begin on Monday, August 31st, 2020. Listen, I appreciate your time this evening, and we know that you'll still have questions. And so if you have any questions, our administrative team is only a phone call or email away. Reach out to myself, our PLC coach, Ms. Pfeiffer, our professional school counselor, Ms. Williams, or our front office staff, Ms. Burks, or Mr. Alexander. It's been my pleasure, and I look forward to us continuing to raise the bar for the entire 2020-2021 school year. Parents, we're here for you, and we'll see you students Monday morning. Have a wonderful evening.